Episode 123 of the Shower Party Podcast. I'm Liam Salvage, joined by Brandon Sanders. It's a big day today.
1, 2, 3.
It's such a big day for me. You wouldn't believe.
It's a big day?
Yeah, my girlfriend's going to come back here in about an hour and a half with that McChicken Big Mac, and you have no idea.
Oh, my God.
You don't know how exciting it is to go all day doing nothing except for laying around, and then 6:30 hits and your girlfriend brings you home a McChicken Big Mac. A new creation from the mind of Ronald McDonald.
That sounds, like the day sounds great. The McChicken Big Mac, I don't know how I feel about that. Are they still saucing it up the same?
I think they're saucing it up like a Big Mac.
They put pickles on there?
I think they sauce it like a Big Mac. I'm kind of disappointed if they do that because I kind of want the mayo. But to be fair, it's from the mind of Ronald McDonald. It's kind of like in 1988 when, they came out with Schindler's List and then Jurassic Park. In the same year by the same director, Spielberg. It's kind of like when that happened. Mm-hmm. It's like, whoa, we're good. This is a great summer.
So Ronald McDonald releasing one new menu item is a lot like Steven Spielberg releasing two of the highest acclaimed movies of all time in 1 year.
It's like when Schindler's List came out, and then when Jurassic Park came out, they were able to immediately say, from the minds that created Schindler's List, it's Jurassic Park. What if we gave Jewish people really large teeth and put them in cages? And that's what Jurassic Park is. Jurassic Park is kind of Schindler's List if you put it, spin a little few facts, but...
Spielberg's only got one genre that he does, and it's the suffering of the Jewish people. Even as monstrosities held on an island. Yeah. And that's great, okay. It's
kind of like similar with Ronald McDonald. It's like from the minds that created the Ronald McDonald Foundation to help kids with cancer, we now have the McChicken Big Mac.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it like that?
I mean, if you're like ranking categorically the stuff that he's done.
Me. You tell me, yeah.
If you're ranking the stuff he's categorically, it's probably like McChicken Big Mac, and then it's probably the Ronald McDonald Foundation, and then it's probably like the rap from the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
I was gonna ask. I feel like you look at Taco Bell and they're releasing new stuff all the time, right?
Don't even get me.
Like they're constantly pumping and dumping new ideas, new menu items, right? And meanwhile, Ronald McDonald he's gonna release one new thing that not even any new items. Like all the menu bullshit was there. The ingredients were in the store already, and he's gonna say the McChicken Big Mac. It's a fucking revolution. It's bigger than the suffering of the Jewish people. He's gonna say that? It's ridiculous.
If you want a metaphor for fast foods, Taco Bell is kind of like the sorority slut. Like she's gonna throw 60 bodies at herself within a year, and they're not gonna be great. McDonald's is kind of like a nice Christian family. They're staying together. Mm-hmm. They're gonna pop out a new kid every couple years. It's kind of like that. The McRib comes back. That's like the uncle that molested you, and he's coming back for a season. And you're like, shit, I got to hide in my room for a couple months. And then white boys tend to get a little wild when the McRib comes back out.
You're right, they do. But I'm like, listen, I know you're making some really good points, or I hope you are. But you keep making comparisons, Liam, and I'm really trying to wrap my head around what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm really in the metaphor-heavy mood currently. I think it became fall, and I'm just like, metaphors are sick, aren't they?
Man, I'm so tired of similes. When are we going to start getting some metaphors up in here?
I don't want to use like or as. I just want to, have a blanket statements as metaphors.
I do think you used like in every single one of your comparisons so far this episode. I want to throw that out there. Good thing you can rewatch it.
Good thing I'm going to edit out every time I say like or as.
So
my English teacher isn't listening to this.
Is that your new like comedic style? Is that what you're doing on stage?
Yeah, just like metaphors, and like all the literary techniques that you would use in like a book. Like I use onomatopoeias. That's a big one. I just go up there and like bam, pow.
Those are big. Yeah,
that's a good one.
And people love that shit. Yeah. They love that shit. Yeah. Dude, that's like, you going up there and like revolutionizing the game and really hitting hard with onomatopoeias. That's like when,
Yeah.
Dude, do you remember when LeBron first came onto the basketball scene, you know?
The chalk guy?
It's like, yeah, it's just like that, actually. You know, it's
Yeah.
like he's like shooting 3-pointers and just fucking blowing away the other team, and it's like, it's a lot like that.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
The McChicken Big Mac, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Also, I
Schindler's
feel...
List?
Because I'm speaking to
Onomatopoeias.
you, I'm speaking to you personally. I do feel like I need to let you
Metaphorically?
know. I did watch Forrest Gump last week. So anytime you say something, I will be in my mind thinking about Forrest Gump and the characters and how like this kind of relates, and how Forrest Gump is a very good metaphor for life. And that's like anytime you say anything, I just have to let you know that my mind might be going into Forrest Gump mode. I know this
What
is
was
a
that?
big moment. You might need a second to digest. So
Come again?
yeah.
What did you say?
I feel like this affects you in my life. I think it affects you most deeply whenever I watch Forrest Gump. So
Yeah.
I just thought I should give you a warning.
I mean, I'm trying to not be bothered by it, to be honest with you. But
Yeah.
well, actually, I feel like it had been a while since the last time you watched. It had to be like
Yeah, I mean, last
a couple
episode of
years,
the
maybe.
podcast, I talked to Michael for about 30 minutes about Forrest Gump in the last podcast. So I got a bit of it out of my
Why?
system, but just, the intricacies and, how good of a movie
You
it
can't,
is.
like,
and Lieutenant Dan, of course.
You've spent entire episodes talking about Forrest Gump already. Like, I think 2 of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how many more things you can say about
It's
this
been
movie.
quite a few. Every time you watch it, it's like reading the Bible. It's like, what can I derive for this for myself? It's more of like a metaphor for how you should live your life, and that's
Well,
kind of how
that
I
was a
view
simile.
Forrest Gump.
It was a simile that you said. Just throwing it out.
I think it's like a square rectangle situation. All similes are metaphors, but not all metaphors are similes. So
Nope. There's separate literary techniques, actually. No, they're separate.
I'm
Yeah,
here
yeah.
talking about Forrest Gump, and you're gonna try to call me stupid. I try to emulate my life like the man that I love.
it's like-
I'm trying to be the most stupidest man in America, and you're over here trying to
It's like
correct me. Just let me
when
be
you-
stupid.
When you keep misusing metaphors, right, or like saying metaphor and using a simile, it's a lot like when Back to the Future came out and Biff kept, misusing common sayings. He would say, "Make like a tree and get out of here." Right? That's a lot like what you're
Yeah.
doing right now.
Or like life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
What about that?
That's a good metaphor. I just thought since we were listing metaphors, I'd list my favorite. Or you can tell. My mom always said you can tell a lot about a lady by their shoes.
Does he
It
say
has
that?
Forrest Gump has honestly curbed my racism in the shower because I'm no longer practicing like Indian accents or like Asian accents in there. I'm now practicing the Gump voice, which I think has really
Really?
spurred a new moment in my life. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I need to watch it then. Because like, oh, dude, somebody was over today and he has like all the Disney princesses, and
Yeah.
I don't know, like somebody asked which one that was, and it was Mulan, but I had to I had to physically hold myself back from being like, oh yeah, that's Ming Pao. Not even. Like,
Yeah, that's P.F. Chang.
yeah, P.F. Chang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. When I felt it, it was like an urge. It wasn't conscious. Like I was like, I got to get that out of my system. I don't know where it's coming from.
That's a Panda Express, actually. You see,
China
even
Chef.
more and more news. That's China Chef. That's a local restaurant right there.
Oh, that's spring roll egg roll, $3.
Oh, shitty wall.
Like that would that be acceptable to do in front of a child?
Well, who was over? Who was over asking about the Disney princess?
It was her grandpa.
Oh. How
He's
old
like-
is he? Because there's
He's
a
like
certain
a grandpa, but
there's a
like
certain-
grandpa to like a kid, so it's like he's not old, you know.
Yeah, because it
Like
kind
you
of
probably
depends
watched
on.
Mulan.
But like, was he around during the Vietnam War or preferably World War II? Because then you really get away with the Chinese and Asian racism.
No, he was like.
Is he Chinese?
No, not at all.
Is he Chinese? I think he might be Chinese. If you don't feel comfortable making these jokes around him.
See, he's not Chinese, but like I just didn't feel full confidence, and like, how would he react? I don't know. What if he didn't?
What benefit is there to having an older white guy around? What benefit is there to having an older white guy around if you can't be racist?
What if he didn't giggle?
That's a fair question, but if you're having a 50-plus-year-old man around, if you can't be racist and have fun with it, you should kill all men at 50 then, if you can't have a little fun.
All men?
Yeah, like
not just the white ones.
Be a little racist
just any man.
Yeah, I feel like black people when they get like 50 plus, you can start getting a little racist with them too. It's pretty fun. You gotta be a little bit more calculated. I'm like a gaslighting.
Damn, I never thought of it like that, but like we did take a jump from like kill all white men that you can't be racist with. And now it's just like kill anybody, any 50-year-old plus guy.
Yeah,
you can't be racist with. Okay, you do look like, with your haircut and your mustache right now, you look like the type of guy who would do that.
Oh yeah, it's been so easy for stand up right now, so easy. I just go up on stage and I'm like, sorry about the haircut, I had to make room for the swastika, and then they laugh at that. So yeah, the American History X convention's in town. Sorry, fellas.
You look like Dewey from Scream.
Deputy Doofus. I've gotten that with long hair too.
From Scary Movie.
Yeah, I got that with long hair. So
I think you just look like him all the time.
I just look dumb. But kind of a perfect moment for me to kind of like Forrest Gump, one might say. A kind of smart idiot, if you will. Kind of like Forrest Gump. Deputy Doofus and Forrest Gump, two of my favorite characters in all of television. If you combine the two, that's kind of what I am. The looks of Deputy Doofy, the hot man that he is, and the smarts of Forrest Gump.
I feel like I see his mouth moving. I don't know. Hold on. I think I gotta turn on my headphones.
Yeah.
No, okay, yeah, we're here.
Speaking of which, I purchased bug spray. Like, I don't know, this is gonna be a disgusting remark, but in California, like roaches, just random roaches will come in as if like they're spiders. That's just how it is in California. So we've seen like 2 baby roaches in the house, and it's disgusting. Yeah, it's normal.
Is that just how it is?
Yes,
really?
Apparently. So that
doesn't feel normal.
Bug spray. I keep a very clean home. My girlfriend's out hard at work. I'm in here scrubbing my ass off. It's not my fault. It's just a thing that happens. But I bought bug spray, and I have the excitement that I can only imagine German soldiers did during World War II. Of like, I have the control of a complete ecosystem of people in my hands. Those ants and roaches aren't going to stand a chance once I get this delivery from Amazon. And I feel like that's kind of... I can understand why they say they were just following orders.
Why? Why would you say that?
I mean, I'm
You're
just
not under
orders.
anybody's orders. I feel like
you
have the excitement of like you have a chemical weapon, and you're ready to engage in chemical warfare with the roaches. Yeah, I feel like your excitement comes from watching them like writhe in pain as they're dying.
Yeah, I do like that. Specifically with roaches, I'll like pick them up. I'll squeeze them so they're still alive in like a paper towel or something, and then I'll put them in the toilet and just watch them drown, because that's how much I hate cockroaches.
Dude, that's insane. That's insane. I don't think that's normal or healthy.
I hate bugs in general. As a kid, I would go up to ants and I would tape them onto the siding of the house. If they were like on the house, I would tape them with Scotch tape and just let them suffocate and/or starve to death on there. I do not like bugs.
That is
Sam, I am. I do not
fucked up.
like them. Yeah. Huh?
Is there a single type of bug that you like can tolerate?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I liked worms. They were cute, but then I'd go outside
That's-
and I think I want to help these guys repopulate, and then I'd cut them in half, and they would both wiggle away, and I thought that was me repopulating them. Turns out they died.
Liam, these are horrendous stories, man. What the fuck?
It's just
I didn't.
Wars.
Either I blocked it out or I just didn't know that you did this stuff. But it's like that's psychopath behavior. Like somebody could like when you finally get caught later on in life after you go on your spree, they're gonna
No, I'll
look
never get
back and
caught.
like they're gonna talk to your parents and they'll be like, yeah, he like ripped worms in half and like laughed about it and tape danced to the siding. Like they'll see it, man. They'll see it.
The thing is, I'm never gonna get caught, so tricks on you.
Well,
There's perks to being diabetic. That means I have access to insulin, and that's one of the things they don't check for in an autopsy is insulin. So I can just kill them with my. What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Kaylee's mom and her two sisters, they live in North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
So they've been like mostly like unaffected, like don't have any like house damage, anything like that.
They're
right?
not burdened by like empathy by like you.
Yeah, they're not. Thankfully, they just see the
That's
chaos
good.
around them, and they're okay with it, right?
Uh-huh.
But they decided to surprise us like last Sunday,
Uh-huh.
right? So they ended up driving through the night from North Carolina to our house and like showed up at like 8 a.m.
Oh, okay.
and like we had no idea, right? So it was really exciting when I woke up at 9 and Kaylee tells me that they're here in the house, and it was like the other really cool surprise part was they stayed the night at our house. And the other like the really cool layer on top of that is they used Kaylee's location. They didn't have the address. That's how they
that's fun.
That's how they made it to the house. I just thought that was really, like, I'm very I'm honored. I'm happy to be surprised like that. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. It is.
It's fun. Yeah. And then you didn't have you went to the grocery store and you only bought enough food for like you and, everyone else in the house. And then they came and you're like, ah, shit, I guess we got to go to the grocery store again. That's always fun.
Yeah. So we had to do that. The one day I just didn't eat lunch, and then I picked up Taco Bell on the way to work.
I feel like that isn't a them problem. I think that was just you making an excuse to go to Taco Bell.
Now, I don't think we could confidently say that. That doesn't sound like me. That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, you should just
see now that I'm like cooking all my own like me and Kaylee are doing all the cooking and like we're doing leftovers and stuff. We have stuff at the house like I just can't go to Taco Bell as often, man.
You also have to get stingy over the food you do have. Like
I'm jonesing.
You have to be like, no, I cooked this. It's mine. I'm gonna eat it.
She doesn't like leftovers though, so it's like
sick.
not so much like like I don't have to defend leftovers.
Oh, it's Pig City every time she doesn't eat, right?
Well, yeah, but listen. All of the leftovers go to me, man. I feel responsible now that I gotta eat them all.
Yes, brother. This is how you gain 50 pounds. This is how you become morbidly obese, is just picking out on your girl's entrails and remains. Whatever she leaves behind is for your consumption. And this is how you're going to become a nice sloth. One of the 7 deadly sins, you're going to embody sloth.
So why did you sound like a black pastor when you said, yes, brother?
Yes, brother.
You went, yes, brother.
I am gay no more. I am delivered. I like old women.
Yeah, no, I blacked out for that part where you're talking about, like, I'm going to become a sloth. That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, all the entrails and remains that your girlfriend's leaving behind in the fridge. You can just pig out every breakfast. Your breakfast is no longer a nice bowl of Lucky Charms. Instead, it's a half a pizza that she didn't eat.
Yeah.
You can just be calorically.
We do have a lot of leftover pizza, man.
Sick. All you gotta do is
a lot of pizza.
Get out a nice little. You have a gutter? Any remains of a gutter that you didn't put up or something? Take the gutter. take a gutter and put all the pizza in there and use it kind of like a trough. You'd be a little piggy eating out of the trough. Make yourself a trough at home. Here's a DIY on how to make yourself a trough for a lazy husband. First, grab a unused gutter, clean it out, put your food in there, and chomp down until your wife's leftovers are gone.
Fucking making healthy food, man.
Ooh, I have
making healthy food and like feeling confident about like, oh, like I didn't like fucking microwave a bag of frozen something. You know.
So here's what I recommend.
Fresh produce, man. Fuck.
Corn. What else does a pig eat?
Dude.
Corn. Whatever else a pig eats is usually pretty nutritious.
Slop, dude. They just eat slop.
Yeah, nice little slop for your dish for dinner. Put a little oats in there, oats and corn. Ooh, you'll be chomping down for days.
Ooh.
You just get one of the put a hoodie on backwards, and then put a bunch of corn.
Why are you trying to make me so fat?
And oats, right in that hoodie.
Why are you trying to make me so fat?
While you're watching the football game, you can just put your mouth down and just eat the slop.
Why are you trying to make me fat, man?
I think it'd be fun if
you're calling me a pig every 2 fucking seconds.
I'm saying you're not.
Do you see how that can be an uncomfortable work environment for me? Do you see how that could be uncomfortable?
Have you ever wanted a tail that's nice and cute and curly?
I did really like Piglet growing up from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, Piglet is nice.
I was like, damn, that's a cute little tail. I'd like pull it like a fucking spring and then like snap back and spank him. I
was gonna get sexual, and I thought, no, that's a little too far for Piglet. I was gonna say he's so small that you can just like. But then you went on, and I think yours was worse than me saying you could just pick him up and fuck him.
I don't think it was.
I think it 100% was.
I was just referencing the fact that it looked like a spring, like, you know, it looks like one. Speaking of like uncomfortable sexual stuff, I'm sure you've seen, because of like us talking in the group chat so much, but like me and a couple of our buddies have been playing a lot of Deadlock. It's a game,
Deadcock.
Right? Deadcock. What is the game? Doesn't matter. There's a character named Ivy, which is like a female like gargoyle looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hideous. Looks absolutely hideous. Our buddy Dylan told me to look up the like Rule 34 for Deadlock.
Yeah.
And it was an insane amount of people drawing this gargoyle. It was uncomfortable, man.
This brings up a good
question.
question.
Can you pull that up on your computer?
I'm good.
Can you pull that up?
I have a better question. I don't want to do that. Here's
Google.
What's the most disgusting thing you ever finished to? It could either be a woman or like a concept. But what would that be for Brandon Sanders?
It could be a woman or a concept.
Yeah, like it can be like ideologically it's disgusting, or it can be like, oh, this woman was disgusting. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't know how to answer this question. I don't know how to start thinking about this question.
It's very easy. Just answer.
It's not, man. I have watched some videos with like some pretty fat women in them.
Okay.
But
like how fat?
Like pretty fat.
Give me a number. If you had to guess their weight.
I don't know.
Give me a number.
It's not my 600-pound life, you know. It's like
okay. 160? Or you? It's 160 pounds. You little pig. You little anti-feminist. 160. So fat to you.
Okay, can you answer the question?
I asked you. I want to know because you know my deep dark secrets. You know my deep dark secrets. I want to know ideologically what is the most depraved thing that you've ever just touched your penis to.
Ideologically.
Yeah.
This is such a difficult question to.
It is not a difficult question. I can answer it in 2 seconds. It's a blonde girl, naked, coming out of a dead horse.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yeah, no. See, that's
covered in
whatever.
Covered in horse remains,
dude. A girl crawling out of a dead horse. Such a fucking cop-out answer. Yeah. That's such a cop-out answer. Get real, man.
Yeah.
See, I feel like what you're but that's part of the question. I don't know. I was gonna say asking like what I have finished too. It's not just like, oh, what have I watched?
Yeah.
I feel like that makes it harder, but also
does.
what you're asking for is like you're asking for what I like, man. You're asking for something disgusting that I like. That's no. Okay. Can we move on to something else? Can we circle back?
Yeah, we can come back. It can be like a review and answer at the end of the
Circle
episode
back.
type deal.
Oh, let's do that, man. I'll be thinking, and you can just like you can act like it's you alone in your car, and I'll ponder. I'll try to figure out. I'll try to pick out of my brain, man.
You have to answer the question. What was like if you had to guess her weight? What was it?
I said like under 300, but like close. You know?
Yeah.
It's probably close.
Was there a reason? What was going through your mind as you watched that?
I don't know. I
don't know. You know?
No. Yeah, I don't know what initially drew me to it, but I was intrigued, you know? I was like, I think she has an attractive face. And I was like, this isn't something that I search out, or normally I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to pull up the fattest fucking chick anybody's ever seen, you know?
I get home, I open up my laptop, I'm like, God damn, I can't wait to see it. It's the fattest piece of shit you've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't usually do that, so I thought why not?
Do you do that with anything else?
Give it a view.
Do you get home and you're like, damn, I'm so excited to pull up?
No.
You take off your socks and shoes and you're like, I can't wait to look up the fattest piece of ass in this world. 400? It was 400 yesterday. We got to one up this bitch. 500-pound bitch.
Yeah. Just my 600-pound life. You would reach a point where you just have to contact the people on that show. Because you're maxing out, dude. You're not finding many more.
It does get to a point when if they get too fat, they start looking ogreish. At that point, you could just look up like Shrek porn, and you'd be fine. Have you seen those 600-pound ladies?
It'd be close.
They're just
I've
Shrek'd
seen
out.
it, man.
They're
It's
Shrek'd
around. It's
out
like,
fully.
It's a flesh pile, and that's it, man.
I mean, when the fat starts going to the forehead, and you look like you have your Shrek with Down syndrome, as it gets to a rocky point in your life, you got to look in the mirror and think, do I want to go into live action like Shrek? Do I want to be Shrek on Broadway? Or do I want to lose some weight?
It might be sick. With all that weight on you, you might not have the lung capacity to actually sing, you know? So musicals are out. Can't dance. You could just stand there and look like him, look like Shrek. That's about it.
You're right. Instead, she'd have to be the castle. Yeah. She's the house in the swamp. She is the swamp.
Yeah, she's the whole swamp.
That's
just
how
lay
the
her out
muddy
on the
feel.
middle of the stage. Yeah.
It's a hardwood stage, but if you lay her out fully, it feels like you're going through a bog.
Yeah.
You know? You kind of have a little give to it.
And also, it really helps the audience get engaged with the show because you can hear what it sounds like to walk through a swamp. Right. You smell it too. Yeah. You smell it too. Yeah, imagine not washing under the folds, man.
Yeah, there's like the fat acceptance stuff, and they're always like, "We don't smell." I feel like if you have to say "we don't smell," then it's like an active battle against smelling.
Is that they say that?
Yeah, because it's a
one of their pitches.
stereotype.
They're like, we do not smell.
Yeah, that's what they chant outside of a Courtyard Marriott. They're out there protesting in their wheelchairs, saying, "We don't smell. Give us the continental breakfast for free, even though we're not staying here. Give it to us right now."
Yeah,
that's what they say outside the Courtyard Marriott.
We're owed compensation for the struggles we've gone through.
Yeah.
It's like every fat person gets free continental breakfast for a year.
Damn, I might have to be fat. Could you imagine going through all 7 continents every morning just because you're fat? France,
What'd you say?
Europe, North America, South America.
All 7 continents.
Yeah, every morning. As a fat person, you're going through Europe. Asia, Australia.
I hate fat people. I do.
It just evolves to not even like a joke anymore. You're like, yeah, I just don't like them. Even though I jerked off to one of their
Don't
best.
It was one of their best. So I feel like the bar is set pretty high. If it's one of the best of anything, usually like it's a dime a dozen, man.
What's the funniest
Is that
thing
the right
people
saying?
whacked off to?
Dude, you're asking like I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what the funniest thing I've whacked off to. I'm sure it's been like there's been some crazy things that like when I was like a teenager, like early on, like learning to fucking jerk that shit like crazy. Like there's probably something funny in there. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't think about it that often.
I think I jerked off to a smile once when I was young. That probably has to be the funniest thing, because if you zoom out and you just walk in on me looking at a girl smiling.
Could you just like not find anything else?
I was just like trying to broaden my horizons, trying to train up, you know?
Train up for what?
Just being able to come into anything. I feel like that's your...
No, I was practicing being able to come.
That's like your
Like
goal as a man.
You need to practice, yeah.
Yeah, as a man, you should be out there trying to be like, yeah, I'll come to that.
Should you?
Yeah.
I don't do that ever, and
like
I'm happy. I'm content, man.
That's a good party trick. If you're with your buddies and they're like, hey, come in this cup real fast. And I'm like, okay, I just need to find a nice smile. Can someone show me some teeth real fast? I do desperately need to show my girlfriend is how I can, touching the tip of my penis to my butthole. You know how you ever do that one?
Oh.
I want to show her that one.
I've never done that one.
Oh, okay. So here, let me give you a tutorial. So when you're sitting around,
I like how you bring it up and you're just like, you're like, that one? I'm going to show it to her.
Yeah.
I'm going to show her.
I'm bringing up my trick list like it's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I'm like, if I just hit it in the right combination, I'm going to show her all my tricks. But you get like a good hang. Like, you know, you're not hard, you're not soft. Like, you're in a nice in between. And just malleable enough where you can then push it to the side of your balls and then push it onto your butthole and just lightly tap your butthole with the tip of your penis.
And
odds are you're going to get hard after that. So you can only do it for a few seconds. You're knocking on the door of the devil if you're doing that.
What the fuck did you just say?
That's the forbidden fruit, is fucking your own ass. Odds are you're going to get a little aroused.
I'm so like, dude, I don't know. I think it's just the questions you've been asking me and like the bullshit you've been saying, but I feel like I got hit with like whiplash, man. Like I can't keep up with whatever's going on in your brain.
You try it. Tell me you don't get hard. You try it.
I'll try it and I'll let you know. I don't think I will.
You're getting soft with your girlfriend. You're just like, you're drunk or something, and then all of a sudden you just put your penis tip to your butthole, and then you just get rock hard.
You're like, fuck. All right, babe, 1 second.
Close your eyes.
Oh. I'm
it
good.
It flops up like a diving board. Like you touch your butthole and it just goes up.
I was like, boing.
Yeah.
That'd be dope, man.
I've always wanted a door stopper.
Hold on.
A door stopper as a penis, so that a cat could play with it and just go. You know,
that'd be really cool. Yeah, I wish a cat could play with it. Yeah.
Cats love playing with those door stoppers. So if I just, it's a good prank on a cat. You just put your penis where the door stopper usually is, and they just go in and they like try to hit it and they try to get that sound and it never comes, but you do.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good prank. I'm glad you're thinking of ways to trick cats into touching your penis.
Like a dog, it's easy with peanut butter, but a cat, you got to trick. They're too smart for their own good to not accidentally touch your penis.
Have you thought about putting a treat like right in the end of your urethra?
The cat's too smart. They catch mice for a living. If that's their day job, imagine at home how, you know, keen they are
Keen about what? Like,
about about their surroundings.
yeah.
You can't
No, they would
trick 'em,
tell
you
for
know?
sure. They would get it. Think about Tom from Tom and Jerry.
I know, dude.
He wouldn't fall for that.
No.
Not for a second, man. Not for a second. You know how many pranks he's been put through? He's so aware, man. He's got so much knowledge.
I wonder if they thought about getting
what I
him
like
to
so
replace Joe on the Impractical Jokers. Tom from Tom and Jerry. I
Bring
think he'd
in
be a
Tom,
good
yeah.
addition.
I think most of what they do on Impractical Jokers is like speaking. I don't think Tom's very good at that.
I
He
think
can
he'd
hit
be
you with a
pretty good
baseball
at it
bat
still. Yeah,
easily.
that'd be good. It'd be a good bit for them.
You know, I feel like cartoons like that, like that's all Tom is good at, man. Is just beating the shit out of people. So I'm entering this bartending competition, right?
Who can drink the most
Which
in the
is-
24 hours?
Which is, first of all, very cool. I know, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Wait, don't you
the
just work
most
at a
you can drink.
winery? Is that just who can open up the bottle of wine the best?
No, see, you're not even like letting me get to the point where I explain.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
what
Go
happens,
ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a competition hosted by the group Diageo. So this company, they like own distilleries and stuff like that. So they own a bunch of
Okay.
different brands. Okay. And I know an educator of Diageo, and like she's my friend, right? She invited me to enter the competition, right?
Sounds like a Jewish way of fighting, or something like Krav Maga. I know Krav Maga and DiMaggio.
It's Diageo, dude.
I know Krav Maga and Diageo.
Not
Sounds
the
like
baseball player. DiMaggio?
Yeah.
It's a baseball player, I think. I don't know. Yeah, so you're right. I do just work at a winery, and all I do is open bottles of wine. I get it, right? But the competition is like, the first round is like only written, so you got to like come up with this cocktail recipe and
Red,
then
white.
explain it, like and then type out like the story of how you came up with it, blah blah blah, right? So those
Yeah.
are judged, and then there's a
Wait,
second
so like,
round
is it
where
like
it's
a
also
is it a cocktail like you mix stuff like a actual like gin and I want this in it and that?
yeah, so like for the first one, it has to be a riff off of a margarita, martini, or an old fashioned.
Okay.
And you can
What
only
race are
use
the judges?
Diageo. You can only use
okay, never mind.
Diageo spirits. So they give you
Okay.
like what alcohols you can use. But like anything outside of those is fair game.
Do you know the race of the judges?
No
This
clue.
is just a okay. I was gonna say I could help you out, but
So yeah, that's the first one. They cut it down to like 100 people. You got to make a new cocktail, right? Okay, but finally, if you get to like the top 30, then like you actually go somewhere and you do like a speed round competition where you like make 7 cocktails in 10 minutes, but you have to like
Okay.
explain them and do shit, and it's supposed to fit a theme, right? Which it's like,
my theme's to
Sounds
get
kinda
plastered.
cool.
I got you 7 shots of vodka.
yeah. That'd be a good one right there, man. Let me write that down. Actually, let me keep that for later. But like, it sounds cool, right? And like hearing about it, like I was like, oh, that's interesting, right? Like I'm interested, right? But then I think about the people that like have won this.
Yeah.
And it's like, I gotta imagine somebody like fucking, they're like ghost fucking training, pouring bottles and like.
Rain
Like,
Man of alcohol.
Fucking like time it, like boom, like I don't know.
It's like the guys that do Rubik's cubes in 6 seconds. It's the same kind of person.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I'm trying so hard not to be like, this is cringe, because it's not, right? Like it's cool,
Yeah.
but also
depends
like
on
the
your acceptance
commitment it
speech.
takes is like a little cringe, right? Is it cringe to work hard towards something?
It depends if you win.
I think it is.
If you win and you have a good acceptance speech, then it's not cringe. But if it's like, I'm so thankful to be here, then it's cringe.
I don't think there would be an acceptance speech.
Oh, then yeah, this is gay.
Okay, good, yeah. But yeah, I
If there
went
was a way to like talk to all of them collectively at one point, then it wouldn't be, But
Okay, yeah.
if there's no theater
Um,
involved, it's definitely gay.
If there's no theater involved?
Yeah, I want a little bit of a pomp and circumstance in my cocktail competitions.
Okay. Yeah. No, I like that will be there just in the like later stages, whatever.
Okay, then I say you go for
But
it.
listen. So, application deadline is like the 15th. But I went to like this workshop thing where they explained everything, and then we did some practice speed rounds.
Okay.
So it was like head to head, like two people behind a bar. They each had a well and like pulled 3 different drinks, and it was just whoever could make those 3 the fastest and the best, right? And dude, it was like, I don't know, along the lines of like, is it cringe to work hard? Like I was so tempted to just be like, no, I'll just watch. like I was like, I really have to like decide that I want like, I don't know, dude. I think I'm just realizing trying is so hard.
Yeah, trying is pretty gay.
I'm tired of trying, dude.
Yeah. The issue for you also, it's like a fat chef is kind of like the situation you're in when you're making cocktails like that. It's like you're going to make them all and they're going to be gone by the time you're just going to drink them all. I see that in your future. Like a fat chef eating all the steak before he puts it out.
No, the reason fat chefs are good is because they eat so much.
But they're not profitable, Brandon.
Right?
They're not profitable.
It's not that they... Maybe not personally, but as long as they don't eat what's for the business, right? So it's like, I'm going to be... Like, I'll be the best alcoholic, right? Like, I'll just have so much liquor. I'll be like, I know exactly what to do with that. Like, what's up with Galaxy Gas?
Oh yeah, all the teens
What's up with that?
Why isn't this like the good old days when you're 14 years old and you go up to the Ready Whip can because you heard about Whippets and you do it a couple times and then you're just done with it. You know, that's what I did.
Yeah, so I'm confused. Galaxy Gas is just doing... that's just a Whippet, right?
Yeah, it's just a fancy Whippet. Yeah. Did you ever do that as a kid? Like, you had the Ready Whip in there and then you were like...
I never tried because...
Oh, it's so good.
I was like, you can die from that.
They lie about
like,
that. That's just Dare trying to get under your skin. They're just trying to brainwash you.
I believed it, dude. I was programmed, and I was like, I can't risk it.
They don't want you to
ascend. What if I'm
ascend.
the small percentage?
They just don't want you to ascend. There's probably ages like to do it at 14, but, you know.
It's like how they tell you not to do, not to drink and drive. It's like,
yeah,
they just want to keep you down. They don't want to see you win.
Yeah, Whippet's kind of like, they make you, honestly, it gets you closer to being like Forrest Gump. Because like, it makes you slowly more and more stupid. So like, if you do enough Whippets, you'll eventually become a shrimp entrepreneur.
No, yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
That's all I have to say about that. That's all I have to say about that.
Please do.
That's all I have to say about that.
That was good, dude.
That's a quote from Forrest Gump. I feel like I applied.
Your impression's coming a long way, dude. Sounds really good.
Thanks.
Can you say another one of his famous and incredibly quotable lines? Can you say one of those?
I didn't mean to have a fight at your Black Panther party.
Okay. You're dipping like a little too disabled in there.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to have a fight at your Black Panther party.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a little bit of lisp in there too. Like,
I didn't mean to have a fight at your Black Panther party.
Yeah, you just can't do it like Tom Hanks can. No.
I didn't mean to have a fight at your Black Panther party.
I think maybe Tom Hanks can do it so well because all of the baby's blood that he's drinking after sacrificing human children.
I didn't mean to have a fight at your Black Panther party. So is that one better?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, sweet. I'll practice some more.
Yeah, no, keep it going. And
I didn't mean to have a fight at your Black Panther party. A little bit of Kermit and Forrest. I thought that was a good combo.
No, that was really good, man. Yeah.
Now here's an Asian Kermit the Frog, Forrest Gump. I didn't mean to have a fight at your Black Panther party.
Can you add another layer?
Here's a telemarketer. Kermit the Frog, Forrest Gump. who's also
And Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to have a financial but a mental body.
What the fuck?
I did the Indian head bob. That's what made it
Yeah.
telemarker. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do it as fluently as them. I need to practice that too.
Why are you like? You're trying to hide the fact that like you were just trying to add an Indian aspect of like.
Well, I wanted that
Of
to
the
be the
impression.
punchline. Is that you guys didn't know that it was going to be Indian. This has been episode 123 of the Shower Party Podcast. Make sure to tell a friend
Yeah.
how much fun you had and how much you want to be around other people that also listen to it. And then like tell them you're not friends with them unless they listen to Shower Party and quote Shower
really good
Party to
idea.
them. Like if you have to go up
Which
to
is
them
mostly
and be like,
that's Forrest Gump quotes, yeah.
yeah, well, you can kind of like you can do like originals as well. You can be like, "Hi, I'm Brandon," and then that's like what you that's what you call.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you could do like a physical impersonation and eat from a trough and be pink and be covered in mud. You could do that too. You're such a dick. Oh, god damn it.
All right, I can't wait for 2 weeks from now when I can put my hand on your lap and tell you it's all gonna be okay.
Wait, you're coming? For
Yeah.
what?
Halloween.
You're going trick or treating or what, dude?
Yeah, I don't. I want to go to the big neighborhood with the big candy bars.
Oh, I think we should, man.
But tell a friend and then be like,
Tell a friend,
see you next week.
Oh.